Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. We've been introducing our teams, so I will start by introducing some of our teams here. First of all, everyone who's here from the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, either out in the audience or up on the podium, please stand up. Thank you. And then we couldn't do any of this work without the expert contractors that implement this on behalf of the Defense Threat Reduction Agency. So we have representatives from Black & Veatch, their subcontractor, B360, any of the other subcontractors that are here, please stand up and be recognized as well. So, for our protocols, representing the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, the Director of Animal Production, State Department of Livestock, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Mr. Vishal Philae-Elmi. Representing the Principal Secretary, State Department of Livestock, Director of Veterinary Services, Dr. Obadiah Njargi. The Chairman of the KEVEVAPI Board of Directors and the Board, CEO, KEVEVAPI, Dr. Jane Washira. Global Health Security Senior Officer from the Ministry of Health, Dr. Jean Gatow. And ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just crossed over. I'm Dr. Rob Pope. I'm the Director of Cooperative Threat Reduction at the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, or DTRA. And it is an absolute honor to be at the Kenya Veterinary Vaccine Production Institute, celebrating the completion of the effluent treatment system. Thank you to the Government of Kenya for your partnership and sustained commitment to biosafety and biosecurity in Kenya and on the African continent. Kenya's leadership and dedication to this project over the last several years has been critical to its success. Thank you to our contracting partner, Black & Veatch, and the team for your hard work throughout the project. Thank you to site engineer, Mr. Bernard Curia, for working with our team since 2017 to realize these efforts. Thank you, Dr. Jane Washira and the KEVEVAPI leadership for your willingness to invite DTRA into your facilities to complete our shared biosafety mission. Our partnership has greatly increased Kenya's pathogen containment capacity, which makes Kenya and the world safer. KEVEVAPI and DTRA's partnership not only collectively ensures Kenya is a safer country, but is also part of the wider global health security vision to increase regional, continental, and global standards of disease prevention, detection, and monitoring. DTRA worked closely with our partners, many of you in attendance today, to identify needed biosafety, biosecurity, and disease detection improvements here in Kenya. In coordination with the Government of Kenya, we have implemented improvements and renovations at 6 different human and animal health facilities across the country, this facility serving as our most recent. This new effluent treatment system offers several updates that will facilitate vaccine production here at KEVEVAPI and enhance biosafety at the facility. The new ETS provides important redundancy, allowing for maintenance on half of the system while the other half is available for vaccine production, which eliminates production downtime. Additionally, all system components are above ground, enabling easy inspection and maintenance, which is a great reduction in safety risk and labor time and cost. Together, we have improved capabilities to safely contain and neutralize byproducts associated with the production of the vaccine at this facility. KEVEVAPI is the gold standard for vaccine production in Kenya and the region. It is the center of excellence for vaccine testing and outbreak control for diseases such as foot and mouth disease. The commissioning of this new ETS ensures pathogen containment and neutralization at KEVEVAPI to reduce risk of accidental release. Our renovations strengthen the already amazing work being done at this facility and will continue to reduce the risk of widespread outbreaks of diseases in Kenya and on the African continent. Before concluding my remarks, please allow me to say that as your partners, we greatly appreciate the Government of Kenya's commitment to the detection and prevention of animal diseases. Our Kenyan partners hold an enormous amount of my personal respect for demonstrating that multinational partnerships are the foundation on which global health security stands. Before we came to the podium, we had an opportunity to plant some trees in commemoration of this event and our partnership. And in 2018, when I last visited Kenya, I got to participate in 2 ribbon-cutting ceremonies at the Kenya Medical Research Institute and at the Kenya Central Veterinary Laboratory. And during each of those ceremonies, the government also invited me to plant a tree. I think about those 2 trees, as well as the one we've planted here today, that are growing strong in the Kenyan soil. Our partnership with Kenya has deep roots that ensure we remain grounded to our shared vision of disease prevention. And it is my hope that as these trees grow, so too does biosafety and biosecurity on the African continent. May these renovations to KEVEVAPI's ETS serve as one more branch of this tree of partnership between our 2 great nations. So my special thanks again to every person that has had a hand in completing KEVEVAPI's new ETS. Your hard work has enabled us to achieve the results we are celebrating today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Pope.
Bwana Mungu asifiwe.
Amen.
Reverend, did I say correctly? When I asked my teachers what one phrase should I learn to say, they said use that one. That one will get you out of a lot of trouble. So I Dear ministers, dear doctors and directors, to our dear staff who traveled so far, and to our dear colleagues who work so hard at this every day, thank you for hosting us. The staff worked very hard on this 3-page speech. Please forgive me, I will not read it. I will just pull out a few excerpts. I think the message that this 3-page speech wants to say is this. It is summarized in this sentence. The U.S. is proud to partner with Kenya to provide biosecurity for the region. As our learned colleague here said, that we hold hands together. We are proud to hold hands with Kenya. I think this one paragraph I will read because it speaks volumes. It says, the United States, through the Defense Threat Reduction Agency and other U.S. agencies, will continue supporting capacity building activities in Kenya to improve the economy while protecting the environment and safeguarding security. The professionals who work here at KEVEVAPI are part of a network health security system that make Kenya and the world safer from illicit acquisition, distribution, or attack from biological material. I think that paragraph speaks volumes. But I do want to share a separate thought with you. And Reverend, I'm going to step into your area, so where I misspeak, please correct me. I want to share with you something that we came across last night. I think it speaks volumes. It comes from 3,000 years ago it was written. It was written by someone named Solomon. He had direction from someone much greater to write it. But this is what Solomon said, and I think it speaks volumes to what you do here. Solomon said in Proverbs 12, he said, a righteous man cares for the needs of his animals. Of all the topics that he could have spoke on, he chose to speak about what a righteous man does with his animals. What you do here every day is you study these diseases that devastate our animals. You study it, and then you go and create a vaccine for it to protect our animals. Once you've created that vaccine for it, you then distribute it to all of the region. This is the largest distribution factory in all of East Africa to protect East Africa's animals. As if all that wasn't enough, you go and partner with a very reliable partner to build a system that makes sure the water that we release back into the environment is safe. It's not according to me, it's according to Solomon. These are the acts of a righteous man. When you go home and you're explaining to your family what you do, I think you can use what Solomon said 3,000 years ago. I do righteous work because I take care of those animals. I have lost the rest of my speech. There was something there I wanted to say. Emily, thank you. By the way, it was Emily who wrote most of this. The last sentences that you wrote here, Emily, I think well worth reading. This project has required coordination, collaboration, leadership, foresight, careful planning, and belief in the mission. I really like those words. Belief in the mission from all stakeholders. Congratulations to everyone here who has played a part in this project, reaching today's successful launch. On behalf of the U.S. government, thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for holding hands with us. We are humbled to have a partner like Kenya. Nashukuru sana.
Thank you